Section 5.3 is about writing proportions. We've been doing that, so this isn't really anything new, but just to go over it a little bit more. I'm going to be looking at this problem here. So I've been given a table with points, shots, game 1, game 2. There are many different ways that you can set up proportions. We could set up points to shots. So in this first one, game 1, I have 12 points to 14 shots. In game 2, I have 18 points to W shots, meaning I don't know the answer to that one. Okay. I can, 12 times what gives me 18? Well, it doesn't happen. It would be a decimal or fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do our butterfly method. So 12 times W equals 14 times 18. Okay, 12W is on the one side. And I'm going to do 14 times 18. And when you do that, you should come up with 252. Now, I want W alone, so I need to do the inverse. So instead of multiplication, I'm going to divide both sides by that 12. That way, the 12s cancel out. I'm left with W equals, and when you punch that in the calculator or work it out, you'll get W equals 21. Okay. You can also set up proportions using rows. So here I was using columns. You can also go across. So point to point. So 12 points in the first game versus 18 points in the second game. 14 shots in the first game and W shots in game 2. If we do that and we go to solve, we have 12 times W, 18 times 14, and what you can see is it's exactly the same as setting it up the other way. So it doesn't matter, you can use columns to set up your information, or you can use rows, whichever you prefer. Okay. This is one that is very helpful to students, and maybe you'll start using it. Write a proportion to find out how many points a student needs to score on the test to get the score they want. So if I want a test score of 40%, okay, and my test is worth 50 points total. I want to know how many points do I need to score, X, out of the 50 points possible to give a 40% out of the possible 100 points. Alrighty. Now, I know that 50 times 2 is 100. But I have the opposite information. So instead of multiplying, I could divide my 100 divided by 2, and I would get that 50. So we're going to do the same thing this way. 40 divided by 2 gives us X equal to 20. Alrighty. So that means on my test, I need to score 20 points to get a 40%. Hopefully you will score more than that. This one looks a little bit better. So let's get this test score of an 80%. So if we have a test worth 80 points, so that means the total possible is 80. We are going to earn X amount of points. We don't know that yet. We know that we want an 80% out of 100 possible points. Now, as you can see, I can't really just multiply to get that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do my butterfly palm tree method. 80 times 80. Okay. And that's going to equal X times 100. I can simplify this to 100x. I know 8 times 8 is 64, and I have 1, 2 zeros. Now to get x alone, I have to divide both sides by 100. That way I am left with x equals, well, we can divide one set of zeros and two sets of zeros because there's a 0 in the numerator and the denominator. And I find that my x equals 64. I need to score 64 points out of an 80-point test to get that 80%.